to do a remix of my hacks because I was walking through my house and I was like, I haven't done this and I haven't done this and I want to do this. Let's do it all together. This is a crib that I like to call my owl crib. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Isn't it cute? I did see it somewhere, I don't remember where, but I didn't see how to do it or anything. I just kind of went and made up my own. So I do see ideas and then I make it original by me because I figure out how to do it and I make it my own, and I think that it's pretty cute. So what I'm going to do is make the space and build one right here beside this one. So if you want to build along with me, let's get started. What you want to do is go into the mermaid, and this is the mermaid crib. So it is 180 AMC. We just pop that on here and you can do whichever color you want. What's so adorable about this crib is that it has the little front piece right there that is very perfect for the beak, the mouth of the owl, or whichever animal you want to do. I think I saw somebody actually do an elephant too. So anyways, I don't remember how they did the trunk, but I think yellow's a good color, don't you? I don't know. Dark yellow's good. Light yellow kind of made it blend in with the beak, but it almost is gold. It looks exactly the same color as the gold penguin. So then what you're going to do is get one of these boards, barriers, partition, whatever you want to call it, and put it right here behind the front of the crib. Just like that. Just right at the level of the front before it starts doing the bars on the side. Maybe even further. It just depends on how you want to do it. You really can't mess up as long as it's not in front of the beak. You can do it closer or further back. It just depends on where you want it to be. Then you're going to go into pizza. Sometimes I have a hard time seeing where I'm placing stuff because those buttons are there, but yeah, I think that's in the right spot. You get the plate, and then you go back in and you get another one. It's just called plate. Pop it right there beside it. Try to find the level. Oh, it's down some. That would be cute though. It just makes it look like its eyes are off balance, which wouldn't hurt to do it that way also. But I'm gonna make them even. Then you're gonna go and get this bowl, the smaller bowl, and you can change the color. You can do whichever color you want. I'm doing black, like it's the inside of the eye. It's kind of cool down there, but it's kind of hidden. Get another one. You can make it cross-eyed, you can make it looking up, you can make it looking down, you can make it looking however you want it to look. I keep going down further on the right side, I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes, also, as everybody knows, when I try to move one thing, I move everything and I have to start over. And that's okay. It almost looks like a little mouse right now. I think if you did it like that, it kind of looks like a mouse. It's cute. I like that. Okay, I just adjust it a little bit. I'm having a hard time grabbing that other bowl. It's not letting me get down in there. See, I'm trying to get it, but it's like making me touch everything except the bowl. Did I get it? Oh, I got it. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can move it. Oh, I didn't move it far, did I? But it's kind of matchy-matchy now. It's cute. Now, we move it back a little bit further, and we're going to apply the ears. Can you guess what I used? It's pretty obvious under decoration. Down all the way to the end, which I did this before you could search the furniture. And it's the shield mount. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog in the background. It's an English bulldog and he is snoring. That is so funny. Okay, so you can do these different color or you can do them the same color. I like the same color because I think it makes it look all flush together. You get the other one and you kind of make it crooked the other way. Shield mount, 39 AMC, flip her around, change the color, throw it down in there. This is a really easy one to make, and it adds so much character to a space. So that's why I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I could do a whole room full of these. So if you babysit dogs or kids or whatever you do in this game, and you need to have a bunch of beds in one room, this is such a cute idea. You could do many different kinds of animals. I like to think of it as an owl just because I love owls. It's like, ooh, ooh. Oh, it's adorable. Love it. Yeah, it's really one of my favorite things. So. I found a little bowl that was lost under there. I don't even know when that got there, so I moved it over there, and now I can't pick it up either. But that's okay, so that's my twinsies now. I got two of the owls, and I think that is Darlin. Next one we're gonna do is in my hallway right in front of that room, and I just started with the heart rugs, and I didn't even have the unicorn floor. I think the unicorn floor and wallpaper is really tacky, but if you cover it and only have a few of the unicorns showing, it looks cute. So I wanted to find a way to implement it and also not have it look so cheesy. So what I did was I put the heart rugs down. I put one in each corner, then I just did it kind of like a pattern. And then I just I was just trying to figure out what I could fill the other spaces in where it wasn't just still standing out so much with the hot pink wallpaper or the hot pink floor. And that's when I came up with the books. I think I tried a few other things before I started putting the books down, but you can change the color of them. And once I started doing it, I was like, oh my goodness, this looks amazing. Like, I just really, 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 really love it. So then I was just trying to see what I could do with the wall because I don't like the wallpaper choices right now. And this rug, when you get the stripe rug under the rugs, it came out this color. If you change it, you can't get back to that color, so don't change it. A few times I was changing something else and it accidentally changed the rug, so I had to delete the whole thing and put another new rug up there with the right color. I love it. It's almost like a Tiffany blue. Seafoam green, whatever you want to call it, I love it. And so I just started putting them all over the walls in a pattern where they're straight across on the bottom and then on the top, up and down. And then I started putting the books down. You do different colors like the pastels, and that just makes it look really pretty. I really like this space. I'm really proud of it. Every time I walk up the stairs, I see it, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So, some of the areas I wasn't able to put the rugs because it wasn't big enough, and otherwise it would cover the door. So I actually ended up putting windows there, and then just making it a color to where it would just fill the white. And I think it looks good. Now I'm just kind of playing around with the heart windows, seeing what I can do. I had an idea of maybe putting them on the rugs, but it doesn't exactly match the shape, so I don't want it there. No, it's not gonna work. I'm looking, I'm not liking it. Don't think so. Delete. But I really want to use those heart windows just because it goes along with the design of this room. So what I'm going to do is take the smallest ones and put them across the wall here. I think that would look good. Obviously you can choose whatever color you want. If it's a lighter color, it's going to make it really bright. If you choose a darker color, then it's just going to be like a colored heart. So I think it would look really good right here if you did like the lifeline bar of hearts all the way across. Oh, see what I'm talking about? I was changing the heart and it changed the rug. And now I have to delete it because I can't go back to that color. It's very unfortunate, but that's okay. I don't think I lost too many dollars. If you sell something back immediately, it gives it to you full price, but if you don't, then you lose some money because it's considered used, obviously. Okay, so now that's really not in line, but let's get another one. And these are not cheap. I tell you what, $69 for a heart is kind of a lot, but I like how it looks here. Obviously, it's easy to line them up because you're on lines already, so I shouldn't be having a problem, but sometimes my eyes deceive me when I start doing too much too long. I think that looks good, guys. This isn't really a hack, this is just decorating. But it's my style and I want to share it, so that's what I'm doing. That's cute. Yes, I love it. I think it looks really good. Yep. And you can go along and just do whatever you want with the rest of the space, however you want to fill in the white parts and stuff like that. I think I just tried many different things before I came up with a decision. I wish they had a smaller rug. I guess I could fill it with bricks and just change it to a certain color, but I don't really know if that's something that I want to do. No, that's not gonna work. So moving on to the next idea, we have this hammock. And in hammocks, you can only sleep as an adult. So let's just change that. I think everybody should be able to sleep in it. So I made it like this, where you put the little bed on there, and I am sleeping in a hammock. I put one up here on this level just because I'm crazy. I wanted to put one in my house. I couldn't find the space for it, and I thought maybe I'll put it on the stairs. And then I was like, well, maybe why don't I just put it out there in the open space up there? I guess I could put it like a ground and make it like a little room, but I didn't want to. I just wanted it to kind of be like that, so I made a ladder going up to it. What I'm going to do now is come in here in this room and show you how to do it. So this is also something that I like. I don't know if everybody knows, but with the piano, if you're bored, you don't have to go all the way to the playground. You can just use your piano. So that's why I put the sign there that says, are you bored? Here you go. Put a piano with the cloud, and that's nice and fun. Another one here is, and I know I'm all over the place, that's why I called it Remix. This is a little birdhouse. Isn't it lovely? Griffin loves it. He's just chilling like, I love it here, Mom. This is like the best idea ever. I think it's adorable, like it's a little hanging birdhouse. How cute is that? So, I guess since I was on my way over here to show the hammock, I need to show how to do this because I haven't done that one yet either. I have so many different things going on. Look outside behind me. There's like so many different things going on back there too. So you can tell I'm kind of scatterbrained. You go into the pets and you get this this little pet house, dog house, whatever it's called. You can change it whatever color you want. Then you're gonna go into the lights and get this lamp. The curved lamp is what it's called. And you can change that whatever color you want. It changes the head of the lamp, the shade. So then what you're going to do is, I'm changing it to yellow. I think that's cute. When you change the house, it changes the color of the body of it, but not the roof. But I think that would look pretty good. You're going to get your barriers so that most of my things are in the open space, and so I always need to use the barrier so that I can get everything where it needs to be. I'm just searching barriers now because I have them up on the ceilings everywhere. That was not a barrier, that was a photo thing. I can't get that one out there, can I? Why doesn't it let me grab through the window? I guess I'll just buy one. Okay, so here we go. We're just gonna put it on up there where we need to put the birdhouse. Okay, you're gonna pull it up, and you can make it higher where the shade isn't showing, like I did on the other one, or you could put it down a little bit, and I think with it showing, it adds a little bit of character. It just looks like it's part of it. I like it. I'm trying to change the house color, and I changed the barrier. Okay, so yellow. I think it looks good with the shade as yellow, to be honest. I like it like that. It doesn't look like a light at all. I think it looks cool. You could change it black if you wanted to. It looks good both ways, but I really liked it yellow. I think it looks nice. No, not that yellow. Not school bus yellow. Okay, there we go. Oh, Griffin is happy. See? How can you not make this when it looks like that? That's just lovely. And that's it. So the simplest little things, the simplest little ideas, and voila. Let's see if he likes it over here. Yep. How cute. Yeah, it looks really good. Loving it. You can try the parrot. The parrot kind of sleeps inside. Like, you know, they put their head inside their bodies when they sleep. So you can't see it. It's not as cool looking. The dragon, I think it does show its face when it sleeps. Yeah, of course. The dragon is so cool. Yeah, it looks good in the black one. Oh my goodness. Oh, giraffe. All the pets are just adorable. Look at that. That is too much. So that's how you do it. I like it a lot. The gold penguin, they sleep flat-faced. Isn't that funny? They just sleep face down. Look, you can't even see it. It's so adorable. Oh my goodness. Loves it. And of course the unicorn. Save the best for the last. I have a lot of pets. Oh my goodness. I don't need all these. That's just too many. The snow cat. I love the snow cat just because it's white and it's cool. I don't even like cats, honestly. But I like the snow cat. I like its little button eyes. We'll just put Griffin back in there because that is what I made it for. Now we're moving on over to the hammock idea, which was totally something that I didn't even plan. I was making a ladder to go up to the hammock for babies because I found out after I was looking at one of my friend's videos. Her name is Ann, I love me cat, and she has a ladder in her house, and she was climbing up it as a baby, and I said, how in the heck did you do that? And she said, you double the ladders, and I said, okay, and so I was doubling my ladder. And when I did that and I climbed all the way to the top as a baby, which was the whole purpose, I got to the hammock and could not even sleep in it. I said, no, we're changing that right now, and I did. And so then I said, I just need to share that with everybody, and so that's what I'm doing. You put the board at the level of the hammock, and you put the pet bed there. I know some of the things seems like, oh, you know, really simple to explain, but some people, they need visuals to understand it, and so that's why I'm here. I don't understand things sometimes until I get a visual. Or some people aren't so familiar with the furniture and they definitely need somebody to show them. That's the pet bed. You can put it down a little or up a little. You definitely want to use the small grid when you're doing it, which is the option on the bottom corner whenever you're removing the barrier or whenever you're adding the furniture. See? I'm sleeping on a hammock. I like it like that. Let's try it down a little bit and see just what it looks like. Let's just see. And I think that is the best suited bed for this situation. See, only parents can use this? I just don't like that it says that. That's not fair. Why? I don't know. I have any idea what it'll look like if somebody tries to lay in it with me. I think that'd be quite interesting. Nobody's here to try it with me, but the next time somebody comes, you best believe I'm going to say, come here. Let's lay in the hammock together. And then you might have to adjust it depending upon where it places them. That looks down like it's down way too far. Like it's way too obvious that you added that. So if it's up higher, it looks more like the hammock. If you put it down low, it looks like there's a pet bed under the hammock. That's not cool. I don't like that. No. You look good yourself on the hammock with the bed there, but the bed doesn't look good, so it has to be changed. I don't like it. It's not good placement. Why am I leaving it like that? No, that's not good. It needs to go up. I don't like how it looks, see? It looks like a marshmallow's under there or something. I'll tell you, we're gonna have to change that. Okay, well, you get the idea. I'm being a bit of a perfectionist now. But it all pays off on the end. I don't know if you see over there on the wall, but I have the pet water trough thing on top of 2 barrels. I just think it's way too cool. If you rewind back, you'll see it. I don't know if it's going to show it now again, but that was one of the cool ideas too. See, there's 2 barrels under the water over there. It's fun. It's fun to just come up with these little ideas, and it changes your house so much. And every time somebody walks in, they're like, wow. And I'm just thinking, oh, I'm just filling it with all kinds of stuff. I kind of look like a hoarder. Like there is just so much stuff when you walk in. But I love it. Next things, next. This is my mud bath. I'm not showing that again. I already did a full entire video on that, but look at the heart. I made that with windows. The heart window and the tiny windows is the arrow. 1 in the middle and then 3 down at the bottom and 3 or 4 or 5 on top. I did do an entire tutorial on this and I lost it. So I'm trying to say quickly that that's what that is, and it's really one of my favorite things. I love the heart with the arrow. It's just so, so, so cute. So I made one over here on my window, right over here where I'm starting. And I lost the entire video. I don't know where it went or what happened, but anytime you want to come in and check it out, I did a red heart with the black arrow, which is really awesome. And then over there on the wall is the pink one. See what it says? And when that happened, it stopped the video, and then I think I was just still recording. I didn't even notice, so I lost it. Doesn't matter. I'm not perfect. Another one, the next one in this remix is look at this colored jukebox. Now, did you ever think blah, blah, blah with this brown jukebox? I just don't like it. Yeah, you can change the color of the light inside, but it doesn't change the body or nothing else. So I have the cool idea, which I just came up with yesterday. You get a locker and you put that puppy in there. And it changes the face color too, not just the top light. See? You could even, hi. Well, I don't know what that says, but that's what I'm talking about. People just come in and they're just like, I love your house. Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. That's really nice. Thank you. I like to keep my door unlocked because I like to share. Now, moving on to the next. Upstairs with my owl cribs, I have this flower and the leaf on the bottom of the stem. I just thought of that. I've had this flower on the wall forever, ever. And then suddenly I was like, oh my gosh, that TV, yep, there you go. And then now what I'm doing, I'm thinking, well, shouldn't that circle up there be lit up too? So I put a little circle light up there, and I forgot that the flower part at the top is sticking out from the wall. So I had to get a barrier. It has to stick out from the wall if you have it on top of the stem, or it goes under the stem because it's flatter than the stem. So now I'm putting it on top of there, but I really think the light might be too small for the space. But that's what I'm going to put for now, and we might change that later. So it kind of is matchy-matchy with the leaf. You got the circle there. It's kind of hard to get it perfectly centered because I can't jump up there real fast. But that's going to have to do it for now. Yeah. So, as you can see on the wall to the right, I put the mirrors. I saw that on a post by some friends. And Anne, I Love Me Cat, has that mirror something like this in her house. I didn't officially go and see it yet. I just saw a picture. I didn't do it exactly like hers. Hers is way better than mine. But that's where I got the idea from for that. So, now I'm going to explain how I did this flower. But I'm also going to explain how you can modify it and change it and make them different. So the first one I did with books and a donut rug. You just get your books and the flat ones, and you line them all the way up and change the color. When I made this flower, it was before there was bricks. So the reason I'm explaining this is so if you are trying to do it like the one that I already have, I use the flat books. If you want to do it like the new age, which is what I'm about to do, you use the bricks. I have to say the bricks is a much smarter, easier way. But if you like how it looks with the white trim on the sides, then do it. Do whichever one. It doesn't matter. You can do brown, you can do green, whatever color of nature you like to choose. The bricks, I have to say, it would take much less because that's like $2 or $3 instead of just like a bunch of books. You can use like 3 or 4 bricks. My friend Jay just teleported to me. I'm not sure exactly what we're about to talk about, but you can see by his name, he is trading 4 pairs for a CC. Oh, do I have a CC? Well, always. I do have 2. I got an extra one. When I get extra ones, I trade them. Just information. I'm holding it for somebody that's supposed to be giving me a Robux card today, actually. I don't know what's going on with that. He's saying, do you have 2? And he says for 4 parrots. But listen, the situation is, I traded a neon and 2 full-grown rideable legends and a rocket sled for the CC. So 4 parrots is not enough, doll. I know. When somebody says they really need a CC, and he is my friend, I really do care. But everybody needs a CC, don't we? We all need a CC. Oh, I think he's leaving. He gives up on me easy. But he knows that there's really no reason. Bye, Jay. I'll see you next time. They're doing some kind of work in this building. I don't know what's going on if you hear that banging. You can hear my dog snoring and the banging in the background. But that's just the life that I live. Okay, I am trying to get these lined up. You gotta get really close and use the small grid and get them just together. There you go. That's good, that's good. Okay. Yay! I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I can't get enough. Okay, let's see. You put your barrier at the top from the ceiling going down. It's real simple. You let it fall down flat against the wall. You're going to go and get your donut rug. You put it on the top there, and you can put it down a little bit or up a little bit. It can be higher or lower than the other flower. I like it. I even like the pink and the green together. I think that color is awesome. Yes, 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 y'all. That's cool looking. I need to move that sewing thing. I don't even know what I'm doing with that. Like, it came with the house, so I just move it around as I build. What am I doing? I was going to get the TV to put, and I saw this leaf, and I was thinking, that would be really cool. And it would. It would be really, really cool if that big, huge log seat wasn't sticking out. But it is. So I don't know what I'm trying to do. I really don't. But I'm going to show you guys how it doesn't work. Just so you don't even have to try it. It really looks good. If you have something, if it's sticking out from the wall and you can put the log behind, then okay. Word, that works. But if it's like flat to the wall where the log seat has to stick out, it's not gonna work. Let me get this stuff out of the way. But look, okay, that leaf is perfect. I love it so much. So much that I'm going to back up and show you. How cute is that? But the log sticking out is just way too much. It doesn't even, I wish I could cut it. See? Oh, if you could flip it and have the log in. I'm gonna try it next time with that doesn't really make sense. Like the stem all the way sticking out. I guess I could put the log first and then bring the books all the way out where the leaf is just to try it, just because I want it so much. Next time I'm gonna do a corner flower and try it that way. I really am. I'll let you guys know if it works. Like over there where that corner mirror is on the other side, I think I should try it over there. Just because now it's in my head, I want to do it. You get the leaf TV. Oh, see, you can do the back side, which is green. That's an idea. I think I'm up too high. It's going to hit the flower. I think I need to go down some, peeps. Now, the truth of the matter is, at the bottom of the TV, there is that little log thing. And that's okay. That's not sticking out real hard. It just looks like a shelf. I mean, it is furniture hacks, so there is going to be furniture involved. That's okay with me. I'm fine with that. The other one I did on the floor, and it looks even cooler because it's not in the middle of the wall. But look, that is cute. I like it with the other side like that. It gives it a variation. Also over here, I got the star in the middle of that circle dining table. Isn't that amazing? There's so many different things going on, and I just love to share with you guys. I want everybody to come up in here and see my stuff. Please. Now, I had an idea. When I'm putting this there, instead of using the light, just as I'm doing this, I'm thinking that mirror, the vanity mirror that lights up, is exactly that size, right? Let's try it. Now, I'm so serious. The circular vanity mirror, I think it's going to be exact. Look. Yes. It's exactly the size. Oh my God, look at that. That is so cute. You guys are with me and witnessing me as I'm thinking exactly about it in the same moment. Fun. I'm going to have to put it on the other side just because I instantly love it. I love it when that happens. It just comes to me and then I'm like, bam. I can't move that light right now because if I do, it's probably going to move everything, the rug and everything. I really don't want to go through all that. Let's see if it looks good with the light and the mirror. I think it's still, the mirror's behind the rug. We're going to have to pull it up some. That's not right. It's kind of cool looking like that too, though. Really. I'm not even going to try to move that mirror because it's inside the rug right now. I'm just going to get another one. Put it on top. But the vanity mirror is really cool on that. Yep. I think that's a good deal. I like it. Yes. And the light is still shining through there. I can fix that later, but just for video purposes, that's how it's going to end for the flowers. I really love the pink one. I'm very proud of that. I am going to change the yellow one. Believe that I'm not going to leave it that way. But it's still, you get the idea. It looks so good. Actually, it kind of looks good like that. Not all two flowers are the same. That's why I like it. Yep. Even it would look good with that wheel, the brown wheel. Now I'm going to show you downstairs. I have this beautiful unicorn. What are they called? The unicorn, I forget what they're called. Anyways, what are they called? One second. Okay, so a unicorn horn is called an alicorn, and I think they are a symbol of good luck. Now, in the background noise, there is a fly going around. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm not scared of flies. I don't like the sound in my ear. Okay, you get the alicorn and you put it on the wall. I already have a star there. I'm just going to put it on top of that. I do not want to move my star. I love it. That is just a bunch of stars in one. I can show you guys that later too. That's a good one. It's really cute, and you can change the colors and it makes it like a starburst. Amazing. You put the bow here. I like white on the black wall just because I think it looks really pretty. And the other day when I was buying the potion, cauldron or whatever they're called, it was down on the floor beside it, and I was like, oh, let me just put it up here, and it looks so good. The handles of the pot on the sides makes it look like the bow where it has the plates where it's tied, doesn't it? It looks really neat. So if you put that there right in the middle of the bow, and this one for the speed potion is pink, so that's even better. It makes it look like a bow tie that's actually tied with the handles there. Amazing. How simple is that? You're just putting 3 things on the wall and you have this beautiful, luxurious decoration. I'm not even joking. I love it. It's one of my faves. So that's why I wanted to do a remix of stuff. I have almost a radio and jukebox in every room. I know I'm all over the place, but that's just because I'm sharing many things. Remix. Over here, I have my monster face rug on the wall. I'm not getting into that idea right now, but I was thinking I have this big head cauldron over here, so I'm going to put a bow like it's on the shirt. The neck of the monster has a bow. Let's do blue for the blue monster. And you put that in the middle, put the handles on the side like it's the tie, and voila. I put the eyes on the top. You know how to do the eyes with the pizza plates and the bowls? I made it cross-eyed, and I did the bow on the top of the head. The reason those trees are there is I was trying to make hair, but it didn't work out, and I left it. So that's how you do that. Thanks, peeps. Have a good day.